Tonight, a Central Florida priest is at the center of a legal battle. Prosecutors need this priest to testify in court to try to put an accused child molester in prison.
But the priest says the Catholic Church forbids him from disclosing information he learned during a confession. News 6 investigator Mike DeForest is breaking this story for us. And Mike, there are some strong opinions on both sides of this issue.
There really are, Lisa. Now, when a member of the Catholic Church goes to confession, there's an understanding that the priest will never share that conversation with anyone. But prosecutors say this case is different because it involves a child who confessed that she was being sexually abused. 3 years ago, a Central Florida girl went to church carrying a dark secret. During confession, prosecutors say she revealed to her priest that she had been sexually molested for years by a relative, Lauren Burton. Burton has pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors admit their case against him, like most child sex abuse cases, will be a challenge to prove.
One of the few witnesses that can put the defendant away in this situation is the priest.
But News 6 legal analyst Steve Kramer points out that the church has a compelling reason to keep the priest off the witness stand.
The penitent should have no reservations about offering confession. This is the most sacred, one of the most sacred rituals within the Catholic Church.
Attorneys representing Father Vincenzo Ronchi have filed court papers trying to block the priest from testifying at the child molestation trial. By disclosing what the girl shared with the clergy member during confession, they say it forces him to commit an act forbidden by his vows as a Catholic priest.
The priest is saying this places him in a difficult position of choosing to be excommunicated or choosing to be in contempt of court.
But prosecutors say the alleged victim, now an adult, wants the priest to testify. She signed this waiver giving Father Ronchi permission to disclose their confidential conversation, a conversation protected by clergy penitent privilege.
What the state is essentially arguing is this privilege belongs to the penitent, and if the penitent wants to waive privilege, then it should be waived, and the priest should go ahead and testify as to what was said.
But the priest's attorneys argue that Florida law does not allow the state to coerce a Catholic priest to testify, even if the penitent grants permission. Now, last month, a judge ruled that the priest must testify at trial, but only disclose a very limited amount of information. Tonight, both the priest and prosecutors are appealing that decision. The state thinks the priest should share everything he knows. The priest argues that any testimony would violate his religious rights. Matt and Lisa.
Very interesting case. Mike DeForest reporting for us. Thank you. Now, to read more about Florida's Religious Freedom Restoration Act, you can head to clickorlando.com. We've included a link to the act inside this story on our homepage.